Hey, it's Rich back with you for another video. We have a 2008 182 Skylane TC. That's a T182T turbocharged. Cessna just announced that they're going to start building these airplanes again. This one is really probably as well equipped on a used 182 as I've ever seen. It's got a recent factory reman, less than 50 hours, NXI upgrade. It's got VGs and low time, really clean airplane. We're going to take it up out over Catalina and show you the airplane.
Left, clear for takeoff, left turn at the river, 5 Mike Charlie.
Box 0201, November 531 Hotel.
Turn.
Beach Tower, Cessna 9019er, Tango Alpha is at 2000, approaching the Queen Mary, requesting 26 left.
Number 919 Tango Alpha, Long Beach Tower, Roger. Make left traffic runway 26 left.
Left traffic for 26 left, 9 Tango Alpha.
9 Tango Alpha, make one left or right 360, and then come back towards Signal Hill for me for traffic.
I will make that 360, 9 Tango Alpha.
Thank you, 86 Pop. Go ahead and turn your base now, runway 26 right, clear the line, full stop only.
Easy.
They're 13 Lima Lima Char, Roger, stand by.
060 heading 710 now.
Yeah, just follow that freeway 91 eastbound, and I'll call you back. Expect 26 right.
Expect 26 right, you'll call me back 710.
So Cessna came out with the Skylanes. Actually, it was a 182 in 1956. It became a Skylane in 1957. And made these airplanes all the way up until 1986, which was the R model. Then stopped producing them after the series of events happened. Energy crisis, interest rates, economy, inflation. And so 1986 stopped producing them altogether, all piston engine airplanes. And General Aviation Revitalization Act was passed in 1994, and Cessna went back into production in 96. 182S. Then in 2001 went to the T and also introduced the turbo. The 182T, 182T. Then in 2004 G1000, 2007 G1000 with WAS and a GFC 700 autopilot. And then I think in 2017 they came out with the NXI. And but they stopped making the turbos in 2013. Then Cessna announced, I think it was earlier this year, that they're going to build the turbos again. Nobody's for sure why they stopped building them in 2013, and they kept building the 182T. If you know the answer to that question, I'd love to know why. There's a lot of speculation, but I never really heard why they stopped. Because turbos were always popular. We were a dealer and sold a lot of turbos, and they're producing them today. After Cessna had a pretty steady incline in production from 97, 98, all the way up through 2007, and then the market kind of tanked in 2008, and production of not just 182s but all the Cessnas, all General Aviation airplanes dropped way off. And I think Cessna was built fewer than, I think they built 300, north of 300 Skylanes, and then production dropped to probably below 100 after that downturn and never came back. I think they're only building 35, 40 of these airplanes a year now. So very, very limited production. And a new turbo 182, I think that is in the neighborhood of 750. I don't know exactly, but somewhere in that range. But it would be equipped basically like this one. NXI, same engine, same airframe, same turbo 182T. So difference is brand new versus this airplane's a 2008. Okay, so this airplane is, like I just mentioned, a 2008 Turbo 182, and it's heavily upgraded at the GFC 700 or the Garmin G1000 NXI. Of course, the GFC 700 autopilot, WAS. It's got traffic, terrain, XM weather, flight stream. Pretty much everything you could get on this airplane it has. It's got the electric air conditioning system, blowing some nice cool air. It's not that cold out, but heavily upgraded. It has vortex generators. Really, really nice. 1250 maybe, 1300 total time, and also has a less than 50-hour factory reman that we put in end of last year. And this airplane it's one of those rare airplanes that everything was going fine with it, and we sold it previously, and as part of the sale we had a oil analysis, had metal in the oil, and we discovered that it was pretty excessive. Really didn't have a choice but to put a different engine
Traffic, 11 o'clock.
We put a factory reman engine in it. So it's got less than 50 hours and less than a year old. And the owner of this airplane is selling it because wanted to get something a little more high performance, something a little bit easier, I think. It's a great airplane, complete logs, no damage. I mean, it's really, really well equipped, great 182 turbo. So we're offering the airplane, I think we got $620,000 on it as a price. And if you have any questions about it, give us a call. And these Turbo 182s are really solid airplanes in the market. They always have been. Built very many of them now. They never really built that many after the restart, so pretty short supply of these airplanes out there. Just great machines for, you know, if you're a new pilot, even if you're not, if you want a utility airplane, pretty good speed out of it. Let's just see what we're getting out of this one right now. Let's close the cow flaps. We got the power set, everything's set, and the fuel flow. That up, let it accelerate here a little bit. We'll do true airspeed check. But again, can't say enough about a Turbo 182. Just a great airplane. It's been great throughout history. Very safe. You know, the accident record on this airplane across the board is really, really good. So, if you have any questions about this particular airplane, you can get in touch with us on ocraviation.com and email us. Okay, so performance. I only came up to 4,500 feet here. We got alpha labs closed. We got our power set at, let's bring her up just a touch, 28 inches, 2,400 RPMs. Okay, so the book says at this altitude and temperature, we're a little hotter than this temperature, 2,400 RPM. Will make some people happy that I don't say RPMs. 28 inches of manifold pressure. That's 86% power, 145 knots on 17.5 gallons an hour. That true airspeed's 145 and we're getting 141, but we're 18 versus 7 is standard. So even at 27 though, 145 knots, so a little slower than book, which is pretty common. But very nice, comfortable ride here at 5,500 feet. Okay, so if we went to 12,000 feet on a longer cross country, we'd probably do that. Same power setting because we're turbocharged. You can make 28 inches, 2,400 RPM. It's 87% power. You're going to get all the way up to almost 160 knots true airspeed on the same fuel burn. That's where the turbocharged engine really pays off if you go up a little higher and cruise. Full, what is that? 20 knots, basically. So that's the advantage of the turbocharger. If you're looking to buy an airplane and learn to fly or get some experience, how you like aviation, travel, and get some experience in a very safe airplane, and then be able to sell it and really not lose much on it, if anything. You know, people sold airplanes in the last couple of years have made money on them, unlikely. You can't get much of a safer bet than a 182. appeals to a wide range of people, and it's just a really great airplane. Okay, on the avionics, this is the G1000 NXI. As you can see, one of the big improvements on the NXI is the range. Much faster these processors are. You know, in the legacy G1000, they're not that fast. You've got a label here on the active frequency. What you see the synthetic vision. This one has there's a VFR or an IFR low map. There's a VFR sectional. Really nice with overlays. You know, you see traffic here. You got a storm scope. It's nice. That was those probably aren't going to be on the new airplanes. XM weather, terrain. Let's look here. We have here's the flight stream. We could connect this up to an iPad. There's Ryan Finney's iPad. So he ferried this airplane back. EDSB, traffic. The plane also has a checklist in it, which is nice. This is the latest and greatest avionics that they're putting in the new airplanes. Almost any new airplane right now that's equipped with G1000 has NXI. It's a nice upgrade for an older version of this airplane. Can't stress enough that this airplane is essentially the same as a brand new one, with all the components it has. Okay, that wraps up the video here on this Skylane. Again, it's a 2008 Turbo 182, 1,300 total time, 50 hours on a factory reman, cent propeller, NXI with lots of options, including flight stream, SVT, XM. It's got air conditioning and vortex generator. So really nice, nice 182. If you have any questions about it, you can get a hold of me. Find it on ocraviation.com. Come out and take a look at it. We'll take it for a demo flight. Thanks for watching.
Army Star, Sky 461, circle back about 7 miles west-northwest, inbound. Roger, heading toward the Queen Mary, you call inbound turn.
Fort Echo Long Beach Tower. Make a left turn at the river, please.
You want 5 Mike Charlie to continue the downwind?
I was about to call you 5 Mike Charlie. Yeah, extend downwind. I'll call your base in a bit.
Roger.
5 Mike Charlie, go ahead and turn your base now. Runway 26 left, clear to land.
Turn to base, clear to land, 26 left, 5 Mike Charlie.
537 Long Beach Tower. Enter left downwind for 26 left.
Left downwind for 26 left, 537.
Less 5, cut it.
Long Beach Tower, 611, Quebec has Whiskey, Queensgate 1000, inbound 26 right.
Here 611 Quebec, Long Beach Tower, squawk 0205.
0205, 11 Quebec.
Southwest 3147, contact SoCal departure. Have a good night.
Good night, Southwest 3147.
11 Quebec, cross midfield at above 1,500, then make right traffic 26 right.
Cross midfield at or about 1,500, right downwind 26 right, Long Quebec.
Thank you. And 537, did you want 26 left or 26 right?
26 right, 537.
All right, 537, let's have you enter on a right downwind now, runway 26 right, enter right downwind.
Right downwind, 26 right, 537.
And 5 Mike Charlie, exit left here, then kind of ground.
Roger.